Afternoon everyone, London Auto Lads here to replace a Mercedes B-Class rear bumper bar. So the tools we need, we earlier stripped this car and we're ready to put it back together, freshly painted bar. The tools we got today are a torch to see behind in the dark areas. We've got a 40 Torx here on a bit holder, we've got an 8mm, 10mm, and this is pretty important on a deep socket tube spanner, 10mm as well, which I'll show you why you need that length. Right, we've got our freshly painted bar over here. Beautiful paint job, beautiful, beautiful. Fresh, ready to go. The customer will be well happy. So we're going to ask your colleague to give you a lift. And you want to open up your tailgate before you slide the bar into place on your bumper brackets. First of all, you line up your middle part section there. Make sure the nuts go through the bolt holes, and that slides in nicely. Once you've got your centre in, just wriggle it into place, and you come to your sides and clip these in just with a firm push. Clips in beautiful there. Same with the sides. Give that, rather than banging it, you just want to push it in so you don't break any clips. And on removal, you're slowly easing it out. Perfect. I'll just come to the other side, and we'll do the same with this side. As you push your tabs into your bumper. There you go. So it nicely clips in place. Sometimes you just got to push them in. Make sure your tabs, if you ever look closely, your tabs need to be over the bumper bracket. Sometimes they push down, like this one here. So you've got to give it a firm, push it up and slide it over. Right, so we'll just slide them into your position, hold that in place, and you've got a nice even gap all the way along. Perfect. Right, now I'd like to concentrate on your two 10mm that go through here. Let me grab the torch and I'll show you the tube spanner you want to have. So you've got a hole. If you lift up the carpet trim there, you've got a hole. There's it a little bit, so it's hidden behind here. If you have a look in there, just down a bit. You've got your 10mm in there. What I like to do is put the 10mm into the socket tube spanner. What you do is you slide that in place, and then you turn it to your right clockwise until that does up. Beautiful. What you'll notice about these Mercedes, they're hand tight, so that's enough. It's as much as you need to go really without going into. So the second one here, centre on the beaver panel, you've got another right. Got another 10mm in here. Put it into place, slide that in, do it up nicely. Numerous turns to the right and clockwise you want to go, and this will be securely in place. Lovely jubbly. Right, so we just nip that up nice, and then your bumper's secured in the centre section. Right, once your 10mm bolts are through, 10mm nuts are through, you want to lift up your boot floor panel there, and that secures there, so you've got a lot more access to along the inner beaver panel trim to get on. So over here you've got a beaver panel inner trim, and it's these two 10mm bolts that you want to go through the back section, and it slides in nice and easy. Just get that in position, give it a little push downwards, and it should clip in. Same as removal, you want to just easily pry this up on removal. Make sure your rubber aperture's all the way over by doing that. That'll ensure that your tailgate fits nice and snug and opens easily. So I'm going to throw these 10mm bolts in the back here, and have a deep socket holder, but stick it on the end of your tube socket and off you go. Clockwise, nice and tight. Make sure not to over tighten it, it's only plastic. There's your other one in there. Nice. Alright, we can now remove our carpet, boot floor trim, place that down, get that out of the way. Next we're going to go on to our right, now we're going to put the rear lamps in, which we stored over here so they don't get damaged. It's got the 3 8mm nuts on the back, which we stored just inside there, so it's easier when you get behind to fix them on. Right, so we've got our multi-plug here, which we just slide into place. That slides in nice, and you should hear a click. Perfect. And then on this side here, you've got a little slider clip here, so you want to slide that in position. If you look inside, that just slots in. So gently position it and give it a nice push, and that is secure. What we'll do is we'll put the second one in first. Same again with the nuts and the multi-plug. We'll push that in place. Grab your multi-plug, slide that in place, and wait until it clicks. It can only go one way, so you can't go wrong. Done. Slide that in position. Perfect. Alright, come behind, and I'll grab a torch and show you what we're doing behind. So if you have a look behind, we want to get our 8mm nuts in there and do them all up. And there's three positions, which you slide one up there, and then we'll do them up. So we'll do them up with a ratchet, because there's a bit more, there's less access in there. So an 8mm ratchet, you don't want to over tighten these either, because you're going into a plastic backing. Give them a nice little touch. You don't want to tighten too much, and that's fine. So we'll do that both sides. Right, once you put all 3 nuts in place at the back on each side, you want to get these covers you took off earlier, and they slide in place just to cover over each side. All they do is they swivel like this. So if you put it in place, there's the other one. Slide that in, turn it to the right, and that's done. Same the other side. Make sure that's put in place. Give that a little turn to the left, and that's nice and secure there. Right, next we're going to go to each side And we've got a couple of clips. On each side, if we look up, we got a 10mm going upwards. $10mm that goes up there. Right up there, if you look at the bumper, and it's a 10mm thread. We've got here, this 10mm there goes upwards. So what I'll do is I'll get my impact driver, put that in position, move your guard liner out the way. Perfect. Nicely. And we've got these two clips that go in this direction. They just push in place. I'll get the torch and show you. Give that a push, and you push the centre bit in, and that's locked in place. Right. Yep, our second clip, if you come underneath, there's one here. That just slides in there, and you push that in. Perfect. Second one's there's a couple of 10mm in the centre. These 10mm screws again. They go behind. If you have a look through the exhaust cover, there's one hiding in there. Perfect, right there. So we just put that in place. Again, I'll put that in place right there, and we'll do that up. Come along. Same again this side. Is that the tab wants to go under, and we've got another one in there. What I want to show you is we've jacked up the back of the car. We've got the axle stands in place. Give us a bit more movement, bit more easy access to get there in. We've also, once the bumper's on, we got these multi-plug for the sensors. So these want to clip in. Again, we'll hear a little click. Then that slides in place up on the reinforcement, the rear Rio. You slide that in place. Perfect. Right, we'll do the same again. Once we move along, one clip underneath. Make sure you've got your liners nicely put in place. Perfect, so we'll get up now. We'll come to the side again. Finally, we're gonna reassemble this 10mm bolt going up on the repeat side. Make sure your bumper's lined up to your quarter panel, and you do that up just like that. Fold over your liner, and then you got your last clip which pushes in there. Right, so this is how you replace a Mercedes B-Class rear bumper. Make sure you try your sensors, your rear sensors work. Get a colleague or friend or loved one to try the sensors and the rear lamps. Hope you've enjoyed the video and the tunes as usual. Have a good day.